good to see you guys. Let's get started. Let's start in child's pose this morning. Come on into your child's pose. Whatever variation of child's pose feels comfortable for you. And take a really big, deep breath in. And a long breath out. Couple of breaths here. Just start to feel your breath, start to feel your body. I just realized I have no way to tell time here. So you stay in child's pose while I grab a clock. Okay, my clock doesn't have any batteries in it, so we're gonna wing it. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And then come on up to your tabletop, your hands and knees. And move through a couple of cat-cows. On your inhale, lift your gaze and your chest and your tailbone. And as you exhale, round your spine. Really long through your arms, long through your fingers. A big inhale. Let your chest come forward, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone, belly drops. And then a long exhale. Go ahead and move through a couple of these in your own time. Feel your breath, feel your connection to the ground. And then when you're ready, come on into your downward dog or come back to your child's pose. So it's kind of funny that, it's funny to me that I don't have a clock, that I don't have a way to tell time. It's on my phone, I can figure it out. But I was thinking this morning before class, what was I going to talk about in class? And then I realized I was zipping around my house. I was putting clothes away and I was cleaning off the table and there was this huge sink of dirty dishes that I wanted to get to. I wanted to get as much done as I could before I started to teach. And I thought, oh, maybe we'll all just slow down a little bit this morning, myself included. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Take another big inhale. And as you exhale, step or jump to the front edge of your mat. Come on into your flat back, your halfway lift. Fold forward, exhale. Walk your feet apart, about hips width distance, and come on into your ragdoll. You can grab your elbows. You can rest your hands on props. And so not having a clock or my watch or a way to tell time before I started practice. It just kind of speaks to the busyness, all that activity that was going on before I got on my mat. And I'm sure you can all relate. And then the busyness that we carry onto our mat with us in our head. So that's all right, just notice that. Notice the busyness in your head. Notice any antsiness in your body. And then really notice your breath. Feel if you can take a deep breath in and a long breath out. If you're holding your elbows, release your hands, walk your feet closer together to touch, and rise to stand. Come up, shoulders roll back, hands reach high, lift your heart, look up. You can even go back here. Draw your hands to your heart. Set your gaze, lower your gaze or close your eyes. Pause here. Feel your 2 feet on your mat, on the earth, all 10 toes. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice this morning, you can. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, sweep your hands up, reach up. You can look up. Fold forward, exhale. Find your halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back to your high push-up. Pause in your high push-up, high plank. Low belly draws in and up. Knees can be lifted or lowered. Take a big inhale. Forward and halfway down. Low push-up, chaturanga. You can drop your knees or come all the way down. Upward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. Add in just the space of a breath to slow down, to Feel your connection to the earth. Feel for connecting into where you are, where we are right here, right now. Take a big inhale. Exhale back to your downward facing dog or your child's pose. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Take another deep inhale here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to stand, hands high, heart lifts, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to your mat, high push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog, take a big breath in, downward dog, breath out. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Feel your body, feel your breath. And this practice is a flow, but we can be in the flow and not rush it. We can be in the flow of our practice, the flow of our breath, and then equally in the flow of our day, taking the time to enjoy each breath, each moment. Take another big inhale. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to stand. Big breath, lift up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog, take a deep breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Take another big inhale. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Lift up, reach up. You can look up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat. High push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog, take a deep breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a long inhale through your nose. Little pause at the top so you hold it just for a moment and then open your mouth, empty out. Can you settle into your body? If there is that busyness in your thinking mind, can you choose to slow down? Slow your breath down, feel this breath, and then naturally, at least for me, then naturally, the thinking mind starts to slow down and there is that space. Whether it's one breath or two breaths or the whole time you're here. Take another big inhale, exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up to stand, reach high, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down. Bend your knees. You can reach your hands high. You can work with your hands at your heart. Notice if you come forward into the balls of your toes. No, notice if you come forward into the balls of your feet or your toes, and then shift back into your heels. And you can lift your toes, but you can also let your toes just rest lightly on your mat. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Here, interlace your fingers at your low back. You can add a towel between your hands or a strap. And keep your hips low. You might even find you can sit down a little more. Shoulders back, heart up. So a little bit of a back bend. Low belly draws in and up. Take a big inhale with your fingers interlaced. Fold forward. Hands to your own degree can come up and off your low back. You can work with your feet together, but you can also walk your feet apart about hips width distance. I like this. There's just a little more stability in the forward fold with some space between my feet. You might have your palms apart. You might find you can bring your palms together. Let your head drop. Take a big breath in. Then a long breath out. And take one more big inhale. Exhale, release your hands. You can walk your feet together if they're apart. Find your halfway lift. Hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Step up. Come on up. Set your feet. Feel where you land so you can set your feet. And then you feel your feet. You're using your feet. You're using your legs, your breath. You can set your gaze, traditional drishti, or you can close your eyes. Intention, if you set an intention at the beginning of your practice, and even if you didn't set an intention, sometimes I think we overthink that whole process, setting an intention. You're here. You showed up. You're showing up. There's intention in this. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. One step, maybe a couple to find your warrior one. Take your time. Feel it out. If this is your first practice today, maybe you practiced before this, but if this is your first practice today, feel this warrior one. What's happening? Sure, this warrior one on this side of your body, but what's happening with your whole body? Your whole body, your whole being is involved in this practice. Your whole being can be involved in every moment of your day. Allowing yourself to slow down and feel where you are and what you're doing. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog, take a deep breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. One more big inhale here. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down. Set your feet, check in. Low belly draws in and up. Take a big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat. High push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog, take a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Come on up, reach up. Now warrior two. You can walk your feet a little farther apart, maybe a lot farther apart. You can take a peek at your front foot, see that it's straight. You can also feel where your front foot is, feel where your back foot is. Feel where you are as you come into these little places in your body, as you connect to your toes and your fingers. You're connecting more into your body, connecting more into your being. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Hands can reach front to back. They can come to your heart. You can set your gaze out over your front middle finger, but you can also turn your gaze, your head to the side. And come into your body. Come into your being. Feel the energy, the strength, the power, the grace of your whole being that you can tap into, that you can connect into in this moment, in this breath, when you allow yourself to slow down. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Take a big inhale. Side angle as you exhale. Right elbow, right thigh. Left arm reaches up to the sky. If you want to slide your right hand down inside your front foot right away, you can. It might come down to the ground. You might work with a prop under the right hand. Check in with your feet. Feel your legs. Feel your breath. Really long through this top arm, through your fingers, not by forcing or pushing, but by slowing down a little bit. Noticing if you are anticipating what's coming next. And can you be right here, right now? Feel the length in your arm. Feel your fingers, the space between your fingers. Allow yourself to take a deep breath in here, then a long breath out. Now take that top arm, wrap it around behind your back. You can work with your half bind, bring your right elbow back to your right thigh, maybe your full bind. All this space that we're creating in our bodies, and then equally the opportunity to create space in our hearts and our minds. Take a big breath in, then a long breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, take your top arm back up, pause. Let your left hand come down to your mat, your right hand down to your mat. Framing your front foot, step your back foot in halfway or a third of the way. You can walk your right foot a little to the right, spin your left foot flat. Right hip draws back, find a halfway lift, and then lengthen and fold forward over your right leg to your own degree. Your hands might be on your mat, maybe they're on a prop. Lengthening through the backs of both legs. You can always add in a bend to one knee or the other. You don't have to push it. Give your body some time to open up. Give your heart, your mind some time to open up. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. And from here, left foot steps forward to meet the right, front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to stand, rise, and reach and lift. Utkatasana, chair pose, sit down. Take a big inhale here. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog, take a deep breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. Come up, hands high, open out to your warrior two. You can let your gaze land at one point. You can close your eyes. Sometimes that works better. Notice if you set your gaze at one point and then you feel like that doesn't work, so you set your gaze at another point and you feel like that doesn't work, and you set your gaze at another point and you feel like that doesn't work. Slow down. Set your gaze. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Front knee tracks over your front ankle. You can connect through your feet but soften your toes. You can have your arms, your hands long. You can always work with your hands at your heart or hands at your hips, maybe another arm variation. Slow down enough so you can feel what's happening in your body right here, right now. And then you'll find the right adjustment. You'll find the right variation. Slow down and feel what's happening in your heart and your spirit. Same thing, you'll find the right variation. Take a big inhale. Side angle, left elbow, left thigh, right arm reaches up to the sky. I give you the option to drop the hand down. Okay, finding the little adjustments that you can make on your mat in your practice. Right, the variations, the poses, the flow that works just right for you. And then it carries off your mat. It carries off your mat with you into your life. Big breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take your top arm, wrap it around behind your back, coming into your half bind. It's nice if you bring that left elbow up. It gives you a little more room. You can also hook your hands under your front thigh. Crown of the head lengthening forward, connected to the baby toe side of your back foot, long through your back leg. Let your heart lift. Breath in. Breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, take your top arm back up. Now bring your right hand down to your mat, your left hand down to your mat. So you're framing your left foot From here, step your right foot in halfway or a third of the way. Spin your back foot flat. You can take your left foot a little to your left so you have a little more room for your hips. Halfway lift on your inhale, and then lengthen and fold. Hands, again, can be on your mat. Maybe you need a little bit of lift. If you want to bring your hand to your front ankle, you can. A bend in one or both knees. Gently lengthening through your legs, through your spine. Take a breath in. And a breath out. From here, right foot steps up to meet your left. Front of your mat, halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up to stand. Reach high and lift. Eagle, wrap your right leg up and over. Wrap your right arm under, Garuda Asana. Now take your time. Are you trying to just get into your eagle pose, get into some variation that you've seen someone else do? Slow down, feel it out. My dog's sighing with me. Shoulders soft, elbows lift and press a little bit forward. You might work with hands to your elbows or forearms together. This right foot, maybe it touches down, maybe it dangles. Once you feel like you're in your pose, keep exploring. It might be those little adjustments that you can make. It might be lengthening and deepening your breath so you can stay here, stay present a little longer. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And then unwrap your arms, your legs, reach up, lift up. Other side, left leg comes up and over, left arm comes under. It doesn't have to be a big deal if you fall out of the pose. It doesn't have to be a big deal when you notice you've kind of gotten swept up in the flow of your practice or the flow of your day or life, or even if you've been swept up in the flow of someone else's day. Connect into where you are and feel that you're standing here. Set your gaze, see where you are. And you can do these things on your mat, but you can also do these things off your mat, these pieces of your practice that you can take with you. Your breath, take a big inhale and a long exhale. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Sit a little lower if there's room. Take a big breath in and a big exhale. Now as you inhale, unwrap, release, reach way up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to your mat, high push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog, take a big breath in, downward dog, breath out. Take a long inhale, open your mouth, empty out. Come on down to your knees, sit back over your heels, lie on your back. Set up for your bridge or your wheel. Take the time to set your feet, 2 feet on your mat. Take a big inhale, lift your hips, lift your heart, breathe in, breathe up so you create this quality of buoyancy in your body, in your heart, in your spirit. You can work with a supported bridge, hands under your hips or a prop under your hips. If you want to come up for your wheel, go for it. Let your shoulders soften. Soften your face. Feel the strength in your body, the strength in this moment that allows you to soften. Take a big inhale. And then nice and easy, come on down. Come onto your back, soles of your feet together, knees to the side, Supta Baddha Konasana. You can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. You can let your hands come alongside you with your palms up. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Come on into your happy baby. You can grab your feet or the backs of your thighs. If you want to extend one leg or the other or both, you can. Little movement. Bring your knees into your chest. Start to find some movement. Rock forward and back. Once you're ready, rock forward. Plant your hands. Make your way back to your downward facing dog or your child's pose. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. In your downward dog, bring your feet together a little bit forward. Take your right leg high. Bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. And you can let that foot pull you over. You can flip your dog. And then come on into your half pigeon. Extend your right leg back up. Bring your right knee forward to your right thumb. Lengthen through your back leg. You can walk your hands back here. Lift your heart. There's a little bit of a back bend. Even out your hips, right hip back, left hip forward. And then when you're ready, fold forward. You can let your head rest on your mat, on your hands, on a block. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Noticing busyness in your thinking mind. You don't have to force your thinking mind to stop. It's doing its job. It thinks. That's what it's supposed to do. But we all need a break from that busyness, from that activity in our thinking minds. And if you think that slowing down, allowing your thinking mind to slow down, if you think that slowing down in your life, if you think there isn't value in that, then just try it for a day. Try it for even just a couple of breaths right here, right now. Take a long inhale and a long exhale. And then set your hands under your shoulders. Make your way back to your downward facing dog. You can add in some movement on your right side. You can add in some movement with your whole body. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Take your left leg high. Bend your left knee or down dog hip opener on this side. Again, you can flip your dog. Maybe you work with your right knee down. And then come on into your half pigeon. Left knee forward, left foot over and forward, right leg lengthens back. Feel as you set up this side, take your time so you can feel what you're working with. Notice if you're trying to make this side like the other side, if you're trying to make today like yesterday or last week or last year. Things are so different this time this year than they were last year. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. It can be really challenging to slow down. It can be uncomfortable. But your practice gives you the tools to sit with all of that, to take some time with whatever comes up. And I think that taking our time benefits not just us, but really it benefits anyone that we come in contact with. You think about having a conversation with someone. Someone says something, and instead of just jumping right back with a response or reaction, slow down. Take a breath. Not just thinking about what you want to say or do, but feeling what you want to do. Your heart, your spirit, this connection, the power of the connection that's available when you slow down. Take a big inhale. Then a long exhale. And nice and easy, come on up. Sweep your back leg forward. Lie down on your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Give your knees a squeeze. Give yourself an embrace. Because you are right here, right now. We are right here, right now. And then drop your knees to your right. You can work with whatever variation of the twist you like. And bring your knees back through center and over to the other side. Switch your twist. And then come on back to center and settle into your Shavasana. So I never looked at the clock. I have no idea what time it is, and that's okay. I think we're pretty close to 30 minutes. I hope we are. We'll just take a couple moments in Shavasana. Settle into your Shavasana here, legs out, legs up. If you have the tendency to skip out on Shavasana, especially for this practice, I invite you to stay. Feel that you have the tools to stay, to slow down, take your time, enjoy these last few moments of this experience. Take a really big inhale, then a long exhale. Draw your knees into your chest. Roll to one side. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Make your way to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your gaze, lower your gaze or close your eyes. Take a moment. Take a breath. Feel what you have done, what you've created, what we've done, what we've created together. Feel where you are right now. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste.